is in, so is Wallace's teammate Jeremy Mayfield on pit road. Robert Presley and Jeff Gordon come to the pit lane, and here's Dale Earnhardt and Michael Waltrip.
Sterling Marlin gets his service and goes back out. Ricky Rudd is coming in. John Andretti is coming in. These are all scheduled pit stops now.
They are, Ned, and the 2 leaders are still on the racetrack. You talk about a calamity right now. If the yellow was to fly now, it would really make some of these cars have to work very hard to get back up towards the lead.
Jeff Fuller, Terry Labonte making pit stops. Joe Nemechek is in. Bill Elliott and Tony Stewart. Bill?
Dale Earnhardt is in. That's an ill-handling race car. They made 2 chassis adjustments on the car, 4 tires. They even changed the air pressure in it. They are working from behind here. The car is not responding to Dale.
Here's the race leader, Bobby Labonte on pit road. Kenny Irwin is in as well. Darrell Waltrip and Matt Kenseth making pit stops. Here's Ralph.
Bobby Labonte making his way down pit road. 3,500 RPMs is what he's watching in the tachometer, so he stays right at the right pit lane speed. He brings it to a stop. They're very happy with the handling on this car. They're not going to change anything but 4 tires, and they're going to also put in full 2 fuel loads as he comes in to change tires on the left side now, with Jeff Chandler working at one end and Barry Cook at the other, and he is underway.
Adam Petty, Mike Skinner, and Dale Earnhardt Jr.
All coming in for scheduled pit stops. Dale Jarrett comes in as Bill Elliott goes out.
Let's go to Dick.
Junior's crew anxiously anticipating his stop. Down pit road, he slides to his stop. 3,500 RPM, they kept telling him. Did not want a speeding penalty. He slowed, he stalled the race car. But Tony Eury Jr. now around the left side of the race car. He's the front tire changer. Son of the crew chief, almost done. Junior, another great stop.
Dave
Let's
Blaney,
go to Ralph.
Did trickle in. Ralph?
Mike, they just completed a stop on the 31 car. That car wasn't handling perfectly, but they made some adjustments on the 31 to get him ready, and he's backing out.
Kevin LePage, Ed Barrier, Steve Park, Mark Martin, and Jeff Burton on pit road. 85 laps complete. These are the first green flag pit stops of the day. LePage led the last lap ahead of Park and Martin. They've all pitted. Bill?
Steve Park is in. They just put 1 round of wedge into the race car. They're finishing up the left side tires. Little bit of a hang up and a little lazy getting out of the pits. They also took 2 cans of fuel, and away he goes.
And look at this battle. Rusty Wallace, Dale Earnhardt Jr. and Johnny Benson all battling.
Now Johnny Benson, this has put him back in the cycle where he wanted to be after having to make that early pit stop, so it's worked out well. But he'll have to stop before they do again if this thing continues to go green. But right now he's in great shape.
Yeah, this will be the battle, I think, for second place, Ned. Everyone on the board above them, and caution has come out.
Caution flag.
Pointing toward turn 2 as caution is out, and 1 car is working its way around on the apron. Stacey Compton has made contact. Oh, the left rear end's almost out of that car, buddy.
Yeah, the right rear's got some damage to it, and the right front tire you can see is very, very flat. He was up against the wall at some point in that wreck.
Well, Stacey Compton has been thrown and hogtied here by the Texas Motor Speedway, and we're under caution for the 2nd time today. And I believe everyone made pit stops under green before that caution flag came out. The only exception might be Jimmy Spencer.
And Jimmy had gone a lap down, so that did not affect the leaders that much. But certainly gave him a big break. It'll probably put him back on the lead lap.
Bobby Hamilton comes in as we go to caution, and there's a look at Spencer. 11 leaders today, ties the record, but we're not even halfway home. Stay with us. "89 laps are completed." John Andretti comes to pit road for service. Now, Jimmy Spencer has made a pit stop under this caution flag. He was the race leader, but because he had not stopped. And Johnny Benson made a pit stop because he was out of sequence with the rest of the cars, having pitted early. Let's show you why we're under caution here at lap 89.
We see that car coming off of turn 4, or was that turn 2, buddy? Anyway, it looks like he blew a tire.
He was going in turn 1 and actually got a little bit sideways there, and then just got right up into the wall. Looked like maybe a tire might have gone flat, but He lost the back of the car first before it got up into the outside wall.
So rookie Stacey Compton from out of the NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series had his best qualifying effort of the year. And looks like the Mark Mellon car is out of the race. Let's check on pit road with Ralph.
Many things to focus on while they're making their pit stops. Well, CBS is always trying to come up with new ways of giving the viewers at home something different to look at. So we mounted this camera on Bobby Labonte's pit board. He stuck it out. Bobby made his pit stop, and when he was leaving, instead of commenting about the great pit stop or how the new tires felt or whatever, Bobby said, "Hey, that's a pretty cool camera guy he's mounted up there. That's pretty neat." So you would think they'd have so much on their mind. Instead, they're busy just noticing everything. Dick?
There's Bobby Labonte. And in one lap, we'll go racing.
Bobby Labonte is the leader.
Rusty Wallace in second. Dale Earnhardt Jr. in third. Now Ward Burton, complaining of handling problems, now has dropped off the lead lap back to 38th place. Dick Bergman.
Yeah, they came in here, Mike. They took all 4 tires off. Tommy Baldwin, the crew chief, climbed underneath the car, took a look at all the springs, all the shocks. They bounced the car up and down. They said they could find nothing wrong with it, so they changed the air pressure right back to where they had started the race, where he was good. And they told him, good luck, buddy. And he's out there at 180 miles an hour. To Bill.
Well, you've heard the term, we're lucky to be here. Well, that certainly comes into play for the Rusty Wallace pit crew. I talked to Robin Pemberton this morning in the garages, and he was sweating bullets. His pit crew was socked in by weather in Mississippi, waiting for an airplane to get him here to Texas. They finally got a flight, and they got here to the track exactly 1 hour before the green flag.
27 cars are on the lead lap, Bill. Bobby Labonte, the leader. Rusty Wallace, Dale Earnhardt Jr., Mike Skinner, Matt Kenseth, the top 5. Jeff Burton, Terry Labonte, Kevin LePage, Dale Jarrett, Jeremy Mayfield, the top 10. Steve Park, Mark Martin, Jerry Nadeau, Jeff Gordon, Joe Nemechek, that's 15. Elliott Sadler, Bill Elliott, Dale Earnhardt, Kenny Irwin, Michael Waltrip is 20th. Jimmy Spencer, Johnny Benson, Bobby Hamilton, Dave Blaney, Sterling Marlin, Ricky Rudd, Tony Stewart. Those are the 27 cars on the lead lap.
Yeah, and those 4 cars on the outside, when they drop the green flag, are on the tail end of the lead lap, and this is very dangerous because they're going to fight to stay in the lead lap as hard as they possibly can.
That's Dave Blaney, Sterling Marlin, Ricky Rudd, and Tony Stewart. Bobby Labonte right in the middle there. He's in the green car, and there are 4 cars that are on the tail end of the lead lap, as Betty said. Now
there's more, Ned, because the cars that started on the inside, led by Jeff Fuller, were a lap down, and they're also in front of race leader, the green number 18. Right middle of your screen was Bobby Labonte.
And he's on the inside of his teammate, Tony Stewart, trying to put him a lap down.
Ride with Bobby Labonte as he works underneath Ricky Rudd.
This is about the time, if you're Bobby Labonte, you have to tell yourself, you're fast, be patient, you have a car that can win. Don't try to get them all in one turn.
Tony Stewart lined up right behind. Boy, traffic jam in the back straightaway.
It is heavy.
3 wide back behind the leaders.
And even that's the leader. Bobby Labonte made it 3 wide, going by a couple of cars there.
One guy that really had it tough was Dale Earnhardt Jr. He got caught up in, when they dropped the green flag there, up in lap traffic there, and just really dropped back quite a ways.
Now in front of Labonte, Jeff Fuller, Dick Trickle, up there trying to stay on the tail end of the lead lap. And Robert Presley as well. That's Presley just in front of Labonte. Ralph?
Mike, when you're running in traffic like this, the way the air flows off the car in front of you, like it's doing right to Bobby Labonte, as you watch him chasing down the lead pack right now, that air can dramatically affect the way the front end of the car handles. Bobby Labonte was suffering what is known as an aero push. The air would come off of the car in front of him and make his car want to slide up the racetrack. Because now that there are 2 grooves working, Bobby feels he'll have a better opportunity to get around that aero push.
He's got a pretty good distance lead on the second place car. It was 1.7 seconds last time they came past, with a couple of lap cars in between. But he's got to work this traffic. Rusty Wallace second, Mike Skinner, Dale Earnhardt Jr. battling side by side for third. Or fourth, rather. There's your third place car. Earnhardt Jr.'s rookie nemesis, Matt Kenseth. That's yellow number 17.
Yeah, and he's got so much traffic around him. Jeff Burton there in the 99. All these guys are going back and forth around trying to get the advantage. You see, Mike.